take a little bit of your day today. Mayor Thorpe.
I know it's COVID, you can still clap. Well, this is an exciting time. I was just speaking with Councilwoman Monica Wilson, and we were joking because we remember when Wade Harper, our former mayor, was talking about a water desalination plant, and I remember kind of jokingly rolling my eyes, thinking that's never going to happen. And but here we are today, about to break ground in an important endeavor for the city, the city's largest project in its history, a $110 million facility that we're going to build here. So this is very exciting news. Certainly, as Ron mentioned, this wouldn't have happened without the good work of strong policymakers. I've only been the mayor for about 2 months now, so I certainly had nothing to do with this. But I would like to introduce our city council, Vice Mayor Monica Wilson, who's here with us today. Councilwoman Tamisha Torres-Walker of District 1 could not join us today, but she sends her, of course, her regards. Councilmember Mike Urbanica of District 1. District 2. We are in, and we're home. The water plant will be home to District it will be housed in District 2. So this is a big project for Mike's district. And then we have Councilwoman Lori Ogerchuk of District 3. And I would be remiss if I didn't mention former council members and mayors who voted to make these things happen. And certainly former Mayor Sean Wright was a big proponent of the water desalination plant. So was former Mayor Wade Harper and former Councilman Vice Mayor Joy Motz and Councilmember Tony Toscarino. So there are a lot of players and a lot of time that's taken place to get to this moment. So I want to thank those folks. Let's offer those folks who are not here with us today, but who did play a role in making this happen as well. So, if today was my wedding day, I'd be concerned because it's raining. But I think it's important because we're talking about water today. And certainly water for Antioch is something it's the core of who we are. The Delta is off our banks here, and unlike many cities in California, we have what we call pre-1914 water rights. And this city is certainly not afraid to protect its water rights. We're not afraid to stand up to our friends in Sacramento and say, listen, we have as much right as anybody else to this water, and we're going to make sure that we maintain that. And this facility will allow us to do that. We'll continue to pump water from the Delta. I got some emails this morning saying, oh, please don't do this, you're going to give our water away. No, I want every resident to understand this is to protect our right to have water and ensure that one of the oldest cities in California continue to be a major player in California. And so that's critically important. Why are we doing this? There are many reasons as to why we're doing this. But I can't shy away from the fact that climate change is a real thing. And we have to remember that we have to manage this. And this is part of the impacts of climate change. There are coastal communities who are experiencing erosion. That's certainly not something we're experiencing yet. But the increased salination because of ocean water, when the ice caps are melting, has to go somewhere. And it's coming here. And it's going to make it difficult for us to continue to pump water and provide reliable water to our residents. And so this facility will allow us to do that in times that we can't pump water. And it makes sure that we're not tied to anybody else or the politics of Sacramento dealing with water issues throughout our state. And so this makes us a more independent city, a stronger city, and so we're excited to have that opportunity here. This is a showcase of innovation and resilience. Antioch took the Governor's Water Resilience resiliency portfolio to heart and will use the desalination technology on brackish water source to make it drinkable. This is, as I mentioned, the largest project in our city's history. Our pursuit was so compelling that we secured the state support with an estimated $93 million in state funding. So we're very appreciative of the state support in this effort. Our residents today and in the future will be protected from climate change, reduced snowpack, rising sea levels, and water volatility. Now, with the help of our friends in organized labor, we will build a 6 million gallon per day facility on the grounds of the Antioch Water Plant. And so with that, I am excited that we're going to dig some dirt up later on and have the opportunity to break ground. So thank you very much, everybody, for joining us here today. My apologies. I should mention that we are joined here by Supervisor Federal Glover, who's with us here today, and we'll allow him to make a few comments as well. Before I sit down, I do want to say Ron's our city manager, and so I always say, you're responsible for staff, and my job is, of course, to make sure that the city council is working together and passing good policy. And so he'll share more about city staff's role in all this. But I do want to say from the bottom of my heart, and I know every council member shares this, that we appreciate the hard work, the hard work that our staff has been doing in getting us to this point today. It didn't happen just because of policy. Somebody had to implement that policy, and there are some good people here who have made that happen, and Ron will talk more about that later. So thank you very much, everybody.
Mayor Thorpe took the lead, and I'm going to pull my mask down. That's very liberating. So
I'm a liberator.
So the city of Antioch has been